everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and today I am bringing to you a new journal, and I wanted to share it with you. It will be in my Etsy shop. It is approximately, I believe it's 9¼ tall by 4 inches wide. I have not counted the number of pages. I actually forgot to do that, but I did want to tell you that it is the sister to, let's do my lighting different. There we go. It is the sister to this journal. This journal is already in my Etsy shop. I made it last year or the year before, I can't remember. It has 2 signatures made from this address book. Using some of the pages actually from the address book. And then this was supposed to be the 3rd signature in this journal, and this spine would not allow me to add a 3rd one. And I'd already had it put together, so I thought, well, let me just make it into a journal itself. And I thought that it could be just thrown in a tote bag, used as a travel journal. And it will be closed with this piece of lace here. And it is made, so this is a soft cover. This one is a hard cover, because this is the cover of the address book. And this is made from one of the sheets. It is a nice heavy cardstock with another piece of paper from this same book to do the front and back of the decorative cover. So it is a soft cover, but it's a nice sturdy cover. Nice heavy duty cardstock. Okay, we have a little bit of washi here and here. This image is from this book. Lace covering the stitching here. And then this, the front and the back, is the same image. A little bit of washi here and here. And let's go inside. So the inside is covered with a vellum, green vellum with the darker green writing. And the dragonflies are also vellum cut from a 12 by 12 sheet. And then we have This Journal Belongs To right here with this in the background. This is just a little label I had. And then in the background, it's got a piece of, show you a piece of this in the background. Actually, I think it came from that piece. Yep, in the background for a little texture. So I'll show you some more of that and how I use some more of this along the way. We have a doily here, lace doily here, and then I just used some papers that I had in my stash. And this is a stamp, so you can write something in there if you want to label something. This is Tim Holtz butterfly with some security envelope in the background. This is a greeting card. I have used a number of greeting card items in this journal because greeting cards are a great way to get writing space, images, ephemera, and these are everything I've used in here is greeting cards that are from my mother's stash. So some of them are quite old. She passed 15 years ago, so excuse me, not 15, 10 years ago. She passed in 2015, 10 years ago. And so some of these are older cards because she collected them from, she kept all the ones she got her whole entire life that I could tell. There's hundreds of them. So I've gone through and I've kept some and I've gotten rid of some. But anyway, so this is one I kept. I used a little bit, that looks a little bit like rickrack, but I cut off the circles of this. So I cut it so that it was cutting each row of circles in half, so it looks a little bit like rickrack. Coloring book page. This dragonfly is fussy cut from wallpaper. Coloring book page here. This is a half of a pendant shape, you know, the triangle shape pendant, lace pendant. It came from the Dollar Tree years ago. I'd say at least 2 years ago. And so I have folded it in half. You'll see the other side of it later on. to make a tuck spot. And in this one, I have a bookmark that is from Callaway Gardens, and that is a gardens here in Georgia, where I am from. And this is telling you about the eastern tiger swallowtail. In this garden, at this gardens, there is a butterfly house. And so it's kind of fun when you go in there. The butterflies are just flying everywhere, and they'll land on you, and you know, it's just kind of magical. So that came from there. And then we have die cut here. This is wrapping paper, and I have used a Project Life card to make a pocket, and this says bloom where you are planted. And inside I have just a little journaling card here. And then this is made from another greeting card that was in my mother's stash. And so I just made it be a little journaling card. A little decorative journaling card that goes right in there. And we'll leave the tabs sticking out. And leave it like that. And then on this side of this wrapping paper, I used yellow chalk paint to paint over this so it wouldn't just be stark white. It writes very nicely. Any kind of pen that I have discovered will write on it with a little bit of die cut here. Then we have a pink doily here, and this is a ledger with another die cut. Here I have, this is cut from a Project Life card, and then this is a Project Life card tucked underneath. This is music paper that's like scrapbooking paper. But this is a piece of vellum. I have some invitations that I found at the thrift store that this vellum was wrapped around like almost like a belly band, because it was open top and bottom, so you could slide the invitation all the way through. So I just cut this up, or cut it apart, and made it be in here for just a little bit of decorative thing. Then this is from a greeting card. Love lives forever in the heart. And this is another dragonfly that is the vellum dragonfly. This is fussy cut from a book. Stamping here. Here I have a little tuck spot. This little tuck spot is made from a playing card. I just fussy cut out those little flowers right there. This is part of a greeting card. This is part of a greeting card. And this is a Project Life card. And those all tucked right in there. And then we have, this is a piece of stationery, a pad of, it came from a pad of a stationery, pad of paper. It did not come with this. This is a British First Day cover stamp. And it is, I believe it's a picture of an ant, a red ant on some leaves there. So this orange stripe was on the paper. These stitches here are rub-ons. This is from another little notebook, a little spiral notebook. I have attached it to another sheet from that same spiral notebook you'll see later on. Here's the flap. I left two flaps in here that are like this, that are from the vellum. Because what I did, I think I only used one of these sleeves, that I was able to use two pieces that were bigger and two pieces that were smaller. So I left this so that you could use it to attach anything that you wanted to here. So if you wanted to have this little ticket here attached, you could just attach it on there like that. You could staple it, glue it, gem clip it, or whatever, or you could use it to put a business card if you wanted to. So I just thought that was a kind of a fun thing to have to do, something that you wanted to have as a memory. This has a little quote at the bottom. It says, "The path to wisdom is never easy, but those who strive will find their journey blessed." This is an original page from this book, address book. So I've left that there for you to do with as you wish. And on this side, I have lace with, and I believe these looks like washi tape, but it came from a magazine, I believe. And then I have this metal butterfly. You can hear it, that it's metal, attached to the lace, and it will just, oops, well, I won't do it now, flip up. So you can write under it and then leave it down. If you don't like it on there, you can snip it off and use it somewhere else. Also, down here and a little bit up here is I have used this same drywall tape. It is a peel and stick. This is the backing. And so I keep the backings and I use that as stencils to make the dots. So that's how I did that. Then this is a coloring book page, and this is the other side of that coloring book page. So one side was colored, and in the book, I believe it had the same uncolored image in there that could then be also colored. And on these strings, this is the middle of the signature. So on the strings, I have a vellum butterfly and a vellum dragonfly to put on these strings. Let's get this untangled. There we go. So there we go. We have the butterfly and the dragonfly. I think this is really a pretty paper right here. And then over here, we have the other side of the coloring page. Now here, I have a piece of lace across here, and this is just a Tim Holtz pen. It's number 31, it says up there. This is also a Tim Holtz pen. And I have attached, I believe, a Tim Holtz. I believe it is a Tim Holtz. Okay, let's get this guy down here the right way. Like that. This is a Tim Holtz bug that I have attached to this pen. You can take it off if you wish. Then this is just a regular bulb pen, and I have this. This is from wallpaper. So this little disc, circle disc, is from wallpaper. And I have that attached right there. Then over on this side, we have some die cuts. It's a punch, and I believe it's a Martha Stewart punch. I have another flap for you to attach something to that you might like to keep. This is the other page from that little spiral notebook kind of thing. Life's greatest celebrations are born in the heart. And then we have a flip out. This is made from an envelope back a couple of years ago. These seed packet envelopes were all the rage from Target. They are from Target. And so I got some, and I still have some left. So I'm working through the ones that I have. So we've made a little pocket here. And inside, this is the... Let me get back to this other one that's like this here. Because this and this, these two, and there's a third one that's not in this journal, came from the same greeting card. So I cut them out and using them in here. So I did a little embellishing with this and tore some of this and put it, and this is wide. Let me give you a piece that's the right width. It's this wide. It's about 2 inches wide, 2.5 inches wide. So I tore some pieces and covered up some areas of this. This is wishing you love and happiness. Use this to cover up the signature and the sentiment that the person wrote. This again was from my mother's greeting cards. That tucks in there, just like that. Did a little stamping right here. This is a collage made from, this is a business card, shop at 11th on Hill. This is a business card from a friend of mine who still has an estate sale business, but she used to also have an antique store that was on at 11th on Hill. So I used that as the background, and I used a flower kind of cover up her name and different things. That is cut from a greeting card. This is Tim Holtz. This is more of this tape here and here. This is the front of it. This is the backing of it here and here. And then this is a flip out. And I did not keep this as a pocket. This is the flap of the envelope under this tissue here. But what I did do is a glassine bag to make another pocket, and it is a coffee dye glassine bag of which I have done my own sketch of this flower, and there is my initials right there. So I did that there, and this is also cut from a greeting card, so that gives you a little bit of journaling space there. Here is the other side of that padded stationery paper that I used, Tim Holtz Butterfly here. This is just a little bit of embellishment, and this is another drywall tape that's the same width as this, but it is a plastic, sort of a plastic mesh. As you can see, it's a mesh, and it's also sticky itself, but it is not, doesn't have a backing, so it just sticks to itself in the roll. Then over here, another greeting card image, and some more of this to give you some texture in the background. This is the other side of that music paper, and it's called, and this is a rub-on. It says Spring Flowers here. Then we have that other piece of vellum there, cut from a Project Life. This is another Project Life card here. It goes right in there. Then over here, this is the ledger paper, and I believe this is also cut from a greeting card. It's either that or wallpaper. Oh, I think it's wallpaper. I think this was cut from a piece of wallpaper. So that's there, and then this is the other side of that pink doily. This is the other side of the wrapping paper with the chalk paint, some stamping here. Wrapping paper. Excuse me. And this has, this is a Project Life card that was cut like this. And inside we have a flash card that says Spring. Is that going there? No, let's go on this one. Flash card that says Spring, a flash card that says Beginning, and a price tag that I believe is Tim Holtz. And those go right in there. Die cut here. Then over here, this is the other side of that lace pendant that came from the Dollar Tree. And this is a bookmark for journaling, or a bookmark. And this came from the original book here. And I've got some stamps, and the background is from an I believe it was 1847 statistics book for a school system. So that's tucked right in there. Coloring book page. The other side of the coloring book page, and then this is the other side of that greeting card that had the people on the front. Let's see if I can find that real quick. I believe it should be right in here. Yes, so we're now at the other side of this greeting card. I added the butterfly to this. That's Tim Holtz, and this is the other side of that greeting card right here. So here I have a pocket with another flash card. It says Happy, tucked in there, and then this is an envelope to keep treasures in, if you'd like. It's tucked right in here. And then this is a mini CD. It's a mini CD envelope. And I have stenciling here, Tim Holtz tissue, stenciling there, and behind the cellophane is Tim Holtz tissue, and this is flips up, and it is magnetized. I think you can hear that magnet snap there. So I used just a little piece from a book to cover the magnet here, and then that's writing space. And then I have underneath here some little blue squares that you can write on and do some hidden journaling. But the interesting thing is it's white, but when you put these in here, you get a blue sky. So if you wanted to do some secret journaling and tuck them in here, nobody will know. And now you have blue sky. So I thought that's kind of fun. Then on this side, this is a Project Life card, Make Every Moment Count. And you have a bouquet of flowers that are journaling cards. So this is a little short stemmed flowers that you can use as a journaling card. This is a longer stem flower that you can use as journaling card. And both of these are cut from greeting cards. So check out your greeting cards when you find them. And that's a little bouquet. Die cut here. Over here we have another pocket. And this pocket and this journaling card. All of this was made from the same greeting card. So I've just backed this so you can have something to write on there. This is just a punched flower out of a piece of green paper that the green matched. So I'm just putting that in there. And then this was a tag from an estate sale. And I just covered up the price that was written on the back. And then we have a piece of paper here, journal on both sides. We have a bookmark here. It's got Saturday on the day. I have a set that's set of 7 that's Monday through Friday. Sunday through Saturday. Sunday through Saturday. And this one, you can put this over the page, over the page like this. And it sticks out the top. Or you can just put it in there like a regular bookmark. And then I also have this little piece, which is cut off from either the front or the back image. I'm not sure which. That I just thought I'd add because it could be another little bookmark. Whatever. But you see how this bookmark can go over the edge like that. Then we have the doily, lace doily, and some more dragonflies back here from the vellum. So that is this little journal. That is the sister to this journal. Both of these. This one is already in my Etsy. This one will be in my Etsy, maybe in my Etsy by the time you see this video. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you will give me a comment. Tell me what you think. And tell me what you think about using greeting cards as ephemera. When you have a whole lot to choose from, it makes it easy to find some things. But anyway, I love greeting cards. I love old greeting cards. Some of these greeting cards that I used are older, but not antique. They're older. Because you can tell the older ones from the older ones from the newer ones, but they make great ephemera. So let me know what you think about this journal. Go check them out in my Etsy shop. And hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll get further videos from me. Hit the like button, and that will help on my on the algorithm for my YouTube channel and help this to go out to other people. I would appreciate that very much. And I appreciate you watching, and thanks for coming along, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.